Price is into his first major final. The former pro rugby player from Caerphilly has beaten the Oval-born Alan Norris 11-9 and is on course to be the first ever PDC major winner from Wales. He only went to Q School for the first time 3 years ago. What an achievement from him. Will go in, averaged almost 96 tonight, hit 7 180s. He put away a third of his doubles, and he's talking to Ned, along with Alan Norris, who also has had a fabulous tournament.
That's right, Jackie. Both gentlemen have been good enough to join me. Just very briefly, Goin, big congratulations. But I'll start with you, if I may, Alan. I mean, the stats tell the story. That was mighty close, and the margins were extremely fine once again.
Yeah, good game. Missed a double top there to get back into it. Took me time, got back into the game, and yeah, 3 darts at tops to go 10-9 up with a throw, I think. So yeah.
So, I mean, nothing wrong with your darts, but that's a measure of how good your opponent was today, that those little slips cost you ultimately, I suppose.
Yeah, he got in when he needed to, he enjoyed himself.
Did you?
Not really, not at all, because, I was going in, I think it was 5-all, and I'd bombed 3 or 4 chances, and all week I've been hitting my scores and checking out, and they just deserted me tonight, and I don't know what was going on, but thankfully, when it counted, it went in at the end.
Absolutely. And Alan, coming into this weekend, I'm sure probably, it might be difficult now, but you would have said, well, a semi-final wouldn't be a bad return, and you can reflect on a good weekend.
Nothing bad with a semi in Minehead, is there? At the end of the day, it's we can talk who's here, who's not here, but we've got to go win in the final, so everybody should be happy.
You have got to go win in the final. What a result! I mean, you've got to regroup and go again. Biggest game of your life. You've just won the biggest game of your life. 35 grand already pocketed, rocketed up the rankings into Wolverhampton, and on and on. This is hell of a story, isn't it?
Yeah, I've been playing well on the floor, but it's just trying to get it on TV, and that wasn't the best of games for me. Alan can play 10 times better, so can I. But, it was a semi-final, my first one. I'm not sure if it was Alan's first one. I was a little bit nervous, a little bit edgy, as you can tell, on the doubles. But I won. I'm into my first ever final, and I'm over the moon.
We'll see you again. Well done. And, Alan, we'll see you again in the next one. Well done, both of you. Cheers.
Not only has Goin Price taken Alan Norris's potential place in the final, he's also taken his number 17 spot in the world. We'll see how he gets on a little bit later on tonight. Well, on to our second semi-final now, and Peter Snakebite Wright is in the form of his life. The 110 average in the quarter-final was his second highest ever on television, the second highest ever, after hitting his highest on Thursday in the Premier League in Exeter. Let's find out if he can reach the third UK Open final in a row. Let's get the players on stage now with John.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to find out who joins Goin Price in the grand final, as we now present the second semi-final of the Coral UK Open. That's coming to you live on ITV Sport from Butlins Minehead. Time to meet the players. Ladies and gentlemen, a World Championship quarter-finalist, a World Cup semi-finalist. It's time to meet Super Chin. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a two-time UK Open finalist and a former world finalist, who let's get this party started!
The crowd are really up for this one. Gerwyn Price behind the scenes waiting to find out who he will face later on in the final of the UK Open. Behind the mics for this second semi-final are Chris Mason and John Rawling.
And Jackie, wasn't it lovely to see that atmosphere when they came into the hall here and the two of them dancing together up on the stage? There's a lot of friendship there.
Yes, there won't be much in about 2 minutes or so. But yeah, it's being played in a fabulous atmosphere.
Peter Wright, a man in wonderful form. 110.88 he averaged in reaching this stage, beating Raymond van Barneveld. If he can replicate that, he's going to take some beating. Averaged 119.5 in the Premier League last week, and that one earlier on was his second highest average ever on TV. Daryl Gurney, 30 years old, 16 years Peter Wright's junior, and if he can get through, then he'd be certainly challenging to get in the world top 16. He was ranked 21 coming into this tournament, but he's shown a great deal of maturity reaching this stage, and a good performance to beat a revitalised Simon Whitlock.
Yes, that was some match. The one we've just seen was an absolute belter. There's no reason this one won't replicate that. We might not have Michael van Gerwen in the final, but we've got Gerwyn Price. There's a Gerwyn there, one way or another. Who will he play?
We don't have a Gurner, but we might have a Gurney.
60.
Peter Wright has been throwing really well, and he's the hot favourite to win this one, and the favourite to lift the trophy. And despite the fact that he said earlier on in the weekend that with Phil Taylor not here, and particularly with Michael van Gerwen not here, he feels just a little bit as though he's winning the tournament potentially by default. You know, kind of that's the way it works, isn't it? You know, you don't.
Well, not with,
all he can
not with
beat is the
110
best
averages.
man here.
Yeah, exactly. You only beat what's in front of you.
And as you said, in that exhibition quite recently, when he averaged 130, trashing NVG.
Yes. Well, just look at someone like James Wade. You know, in all of his majors, did he ever play Phil? I'm not sure. I don't think so. But that doesn't take anything away whatsoever. That's how the cookie crumbles. Both could have gone out early, who knows?
Particularly in a tournament such as this. Just look at that view from the back of the auditorium, the crowd, the lights trained on the stage, wonderful vantage points from every part of the hall.
Yeah, it's a special venue for the fans. Two huge screens either side of the stage.
43. Peter require 140.
Peter Wright now with 141. That's the treble 20. Treble 19 next. Not in this time. Just checking where he's at, just checking the score.
Treble 10.
89.
Gurney on 127. Only one treble needed in this combination. Still do it, treble 19 ball. Should be treble 16 to leave tops.
46.
Quite settled into it yet.
52.
Daryl, the Irishman. Peter Wright 52 for 1-0. Double 16, you'd expect him to take this. Double 8. Topple forward, I think he thought it was in. It's certainly in now, right in the middle of the double 8. And first blood to Peter Wright. Celebrates his 47th birthday next Friday.
What a nice birthday present this would be.
Yeah, a nice little
57.
70 grand in the account. Were he to emerge victorious. 35 for the man placed second, Gerwyn Price. That's his first maximum of the match. Gerwyn Price, that already represents the best payday of his career.
Yeah, and a place in the Grand Slam. In November, Wolverhampton. And a jump up the rankings.
An extraordinary progression, Gerwyn Price.
76.
Only took up the game relatively recently.
Well, it was in Q School 3 years ago.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's come storming up the rankings. He's got his dad
57.
here, and his dad was telling me that he went along and played for the at the rugby club where he was. He was persuaded to go and have a game.
99.
From there, he went on to the next village to play Super League, and he said that he bumped into one of his mates in a boozer, and he said, "Your lad's a bit of a good darts player, isn't he?" And he said, "What do you mean?"
84.
He didn't even know that he played darts. He just thought he was going out for a pint with his mates.
Natural talent.
Absolutely.
100 finish.
94.
Considering the circumstances, only a little bit less epic than the 160 early on.
That was unbelievable, the 160.
Against Ian White.
100. Now you record 52.
Right. Gurney could do with this. Double 16 for 1-1. Good darts. That settles him down into the game.
Bit of a slow burner so far.
Yeah, both of them can score higher. I think it'll be a little bit of a, potentially, a little bit of a kind of an aftershock from Peter Wright from having performed so brilliantly against Barney. Difficult to get up to that
60.
level again.
Yeah, you hit such a height. And of course he would have gone back to his room and relaxed, and then it's all about winding it all back up again, but he's got so much experience in that area.
First maximum for Peter Wright.
I think he's been in the last two finals of this one, hasn't he?
He has.
So he understands fully
140.
what it takes and how to prepare.
Both times beaten by Michael van Gerwen. Is it going to be another maximum? It is! That's 6 out of 6. Come on, he says, as he walks back to the mark.
60. It'd
It'd raise the roof. The way he's throwing, it's not impossible. Oh, just over the wire.
I left that one all to you to do on your own, John.
97.
And it still didn't happen.
Well, he has promised me one, Peter. He said, I will get you one. It is going to happen. And I take a man at face value unless I know otherwise.
44.
So potential 11 dart leg. Double 16. In it goes.
That's a really quality leg of darts from Peter Wright.
Flag Peter to throw first.
And that's the sort of form he was throwing at Raymond van Barneveld, who, again, has thrown superbly in a match. It seems to happen to him again and again at the moment. He produced 108 average, over 108, and winds up beaten.
Yes, he tends to walk into a few, doesn't he?
Another maximum for Wright.
3 in the last two legs.
123.
With the darts, with the advantage.
He hits them in practice with ridiculous regularity, 9 darters.
21.
It was said as probably recognises it as a familiar mantra, but Peter Wright, one of those players who does work immensely hard at his game.
as hard as anyone ever. It's nice to see him using the same set of darts for a while.
100.
He's so happy with the setup and the feel of these ones. It just shows you how professional he is. He looks for any little bit of any margin whatsoever.
100.
Oh, he's gone tops. Oh, just the wrong side of the wire.
No finish for Gurney. I'm surprised he went that way with Gurney not on a finish.
So confident, isn't he?
Yep.
97. Peter, you require
5 major
40.
world finals, 3 majors and 2 World Series finals. He's lost out in Peter Wright as he goes 3-1 up.
Game on.
All those losses to Michael van Gerwen, except against Phil Taylor in the World Series final in Japan. That was last year.
100.
First hold of throw in the match.
World ranked number 3 behind Van Gerwen and Gary Anderson, who was beaten by the qualifier Paul Hogan.
140.
Daryl Gurney, you might notice, wears a chain around his neck with a picture on it. The picture is of Aaron McMenamin,
100.
young friend of his who lived in Derry, darts player, best friend, who died this year from cystic fibrosis, and the emotion that he showed after reaching this final, I think, was very much down to that. In reaching this semi-final, Aaron, sister Brona, also died last year of the same condition. She was a well-known player in the Derry area, played for Derry City Ladies.
58.
So if he gets through into the final, you can guarantee that it will be a very, very emotional progress for him, as he'll, in quite a tangible manner, be dedicating, I think, his victory to the memory of his best mate. Great dart.
Double 16. Sorry, John.
96.
Not this time.
144.
Break at the end of this leg.
This would hurt.
The 144. Oh, brilliant check out. Superb, and that's the sort of form that he needs to produce to win this match and to move towards his first televised title. Peter Wright goes to the first break, leading 4-1. Come back to Minehead, semi-finals, and what a checkout that was from Peter Wright. He needed 144 and he got it. To take a 4-1 lead, that's his second best checkout of the weekend. He had 156 against Raymond van Barneveld, and that puts him into a very strong position as he tries to get to his 8th televised final. Came up short in the PDC Worlds, twice in the UK Open, in Dubai, in Japan, the World Series finals when they were played in Glasgow, and then again last year in the World Series, incidentally, in the last 16 level stage when it was in Glasgow. He faced Daryl Gurney. That was the only time they played on television, and Peter won 6-3. welter of stats, courtesy of Richard Ashdown and Dave Allen, who has ever produced some amazing statistical support for us as we battle through the matches here.
57.
It was an important check-out, that, wasn't it? You could see what it meant to Peter Wright when he saw that double 12 go in.
Yes, it was a big moment and a wounding moment for Gurney. He missed double 16 with that one dart.
Some
like it.
Good darts from Daryl Gurney. His second maximum, 5th of the match. Extraordinary sights out there in the auditorium as ever. Party time.
95.
Sometimes look at some of the
64.
grotesque outfits and think that the Italian director Federico Fellini might have liked darts if he'd seen it.
One dart tops for 5-1.
44.
Oh, this is a must for Gurney. It's a race to 11, the semi-finals.
Oh, quality. A break of throw. Straight back at him. He had to do it, had to strike back promptly, and did so.
To throw first. Game off.
It's a long format, but 5-1. He would almost be pressing the panic button. You want to let Wright get away from you. Great front runner. Looks so relaxed, doesn't he?
He does. You stupid boy. Don't tell him your name, Pike.
135.
That was destined, Christopher.
Took a nasty little deflection. Needed to go that way.
98.
4 19s and a treble 20 would have left him 170. But holding on to throw. Needs a treble to leave a finish. And gets it.
140.
Pressure again on the Gurney throw.
Gurney could do with a 140 himself.
Yeah.
A ton. Yeah, minimum requirement, you sense.
Video require 161.
In the last 7 or so legs, 6 or 7 legs against Whitlock, Gurney was averaging around 110, and he needs to find something like that in this match to put a bit of a spell together. 19 for double 16 to hold. Ooh.
83.
Now he knows that was a big miss, because Wright can get the break of throw again now.
Move 3 clear again. Could go double-double. Yep, tops.
Quality. Gurney knew when he hit that 7, missed the double, that it was potentially a painful mistake, and it proved to be so.
Yeah, it used to be regarded as a bit of a show-off shot or an exhibition shot, but he had 2 clear targets to aim at, so why not? Makes total sense, and they're twice the size of a treble, so
yeah, it makes great sense. Gurney, number 3, 180, 6th of the game.
Great response.
Averages are inching upwards, right over the ton, and Gurney thereabouts.
6 180s in this match so far. Both finishing well. Wright 63%, 5 from 8. Gurney 40%, 2 from 5. There you go.
130. 34.
Played last weekend in a match up in Barnsley. Wright won that 6-1. It was a semi-final, I think.
Yes.
And he lost to Gary Anderson in the final.
And what a final that was.
Was it?
Oh, it's incredible. I think it was around about 114 point something average in the final, Gary Anderson. It's a joy to watch.
41. Now you require 85.
Well, he went 19s for 14s. A double 12 now.
73. You require 126.
126. 19s?
Yep. 4 19s ball. 2 treble 19s to leave Gurney's shot. Yep. Double 6 for 6-2.
120.
Did the hard work.
12.
Double 6 now for Gurney. Can he show him how to do it? For 5-3. Double 3. Oh, good dart. Nobody likes the doubles down the bottom of the board, and he slops it in. Unless, of course, you're about 4'10", as some are.
Little Richard's favourite double.
We're not horribly heightist or bullying him or
Is that
anything.
even a thing?
He calls himself Little Richard.
I actually heard him yesterday introduce himself as, "Oh, I'm Little Richard."
Sometimes when he's doing his MCing, he walks on stage and gives it the large hi-ho.
140.
Seven breaks of throw in 8 legs so far.
140.
It's a good response from Gurney to Wright's initial foray and that 140. But Wright's got the eye again. And following up with a 180 on the back of the 140. Average continues to increase. He's up over 102 now.
Just fairly starting to press the old boost button.
Oh, superb darts from Gurney. What a response. On the finish, Wright's got no check-out. Gurney might have to take it.
105.
Now, this is important, Chris. 94. Wright poised on 76.
Want to close the gap. Ball.
69. He requires 76.
76 for Peter Wright for 6-3. He's missed it. 16 would leave tops. Oh, that is such a cool double. There's a look of certainty.
That's why he's one of the best sweetheart players in the world.
Game on.
A break at the end of this leg. Peter Wright with the darts.
$85. $60.
Great first start. Space to fill it up. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. His 5th maximum.
Definitely cranked it up, hasn't he?
Very much so. Good response. Oh, unlucky with the 3rd.
21.
Deflected off the barrel. Just trying to put himself onto a finish here, right? Needs a treble.
60.
Wright's beat Gurney the last 4 times they've played.
140.
And that'll be in both of their minds.
Nice setup.
In fact, it's been a year
60.
since Gurney's beat Peter Wright.
40.
Tops needed. 3 out of 5 he's had here prior to this. And there you go, making 4 out of 7 because Peter Wright goes to the break, progressing nicely. Wife Jo watching on admiringly, the crowd enjoying his progress, and he leads the Irishman Daryl Gurney 7 legs to 3. Peter Wright and Daryl Gurney battling for the right to be in the final against Gerwyn Price, who's already produced a performance to reach his first televised final. Peter Wright going along nicely. He's 7-3 up, averaging over 102 and a checkout rate of 58%, which is significantly better than that of Gurney, and as much as anything explaining why he is now seemingly in command of this semi-final.
Yeah, scoreline and averages. Gurney playing a blinder himself, 98.20, but just at 33%. Put another 25% on that, and the averages would be even closer, as would the scoreline.
134.
It's a nice way to come back from the break.
Well, a chance to regroup.
He's on a mission, is Peter Wright. And that's another maximum, his 6th.
Really switched on, isn't he?
Came in Irish colours
45.
yesterday. Plenty of tricolor action around. And now he has the colours of the United States of America. If Donald Trump's a darts fan. I suppose we'd probably know about it by now. If he was, we'd have had a tweet or two.
140.
I don't know about Trump, but Barry Hearn's been making darts great for a few years now.
105.
Again.
And a real star has emerged in Peter Wright over the last year or two. The crowd love him.
Well, it all come with the change of image and different walk-on music, and seems to have changed him and his game.
8-8 for 8-3. Great camera shot there, you can see it.
The angle he had to deal with, to move along the hockey. It's a super performance. 12 dart leg, 104 average. 8 from 14 on his finishing.
94.
Absolute world class. Imagine Price is just ticking over in the practice room, relaxing with his family, and anticipating his first final.
97.
What a moment that must be.
Well, he's just got to throw as he always does, hasn't he?
Yep.
Rather than getting up there and thinking, now I've
He
got
has
to
to play.
crank it
Yeah.
up a level better. He's just got to go and do himself justice.
Exactly.
21.
Anything is possible.
Number 7.
Great shot to his 130. 7 180s. 13 against Barneveld.
Possibly that he'll have a similar tally by the time he's finished here.
Oh, he won't. He's only 3 legs away from a place in the final.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. I guess we've got to see Gurney take some legs for that to happen.
Yep, double 5.
125.
Surprised
143.
missed. Trouble 17, double 16. What a saver this would be.
111.
Just not happened for him in this semi-final, is it?
5.
It's Hayley, his sister.
1-2-2 for Peter Wright for 9-3. Good dart. 2 legs away now.
30 flag Daryl to throw first. Game on.
Well, Shackle should be off here. He can just let his hands go. Relax.
Well, he's averaging over 100, Chris, but he's on the wrong end of a pretty serious beating here at the moment.
$57. $65.
Let's cover shots. Absolute must that Gurney holds his throw.
Yep.
140.
Needs to get out of this session. No worse than 9-6, really.
100. Now here we go. 164.
Well, he doesn't have to check it out.
It's 40 scored, so 1-2-4 left.
100.
Great recovery, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. 64. Routine for these guys, certainly in practice, in the context of this match. Maybe just looking a little bit more tricky, a little bit more problematical, because he'll be feeling he's got to get this.
Yep. And he'll be aware that Wright will fancy the 136.
Tops.
24.
Well, let's see how he goes about it.
To go within one of a place in the final. Another one of those for double 8.
Well, he said he'd fancy it.
120.
He certainly did.
Heart in mouth time for Gurney.
Good dart. Good dart. That's one back. A wry smile.
Game on.
He's missed a few shots, hasn't he? So probably be feeling that I can actually hit a double.
91.
He's been a bit hard on himself. 33%. Most players would take 1 from 3.
100.
Lost 11-2 to Michael van Gerwen here in the Players in 2015. This is second major televised semi-final.
100.
Celebrates his 31st birthday later this month. Coming into this match, he'd moved up to number 19 in the PDC rankings. One of the crop of good young players who've come through in the last year or two. Gerwyn Price, of course, definitely. Very much one of the others.
Yeah, definitely top 16 material. Gurney. This is White.
His 4th maximum.
$105. Daryl require 81.
So for the break. Double 13. Oh, good break, good check out.
Yeah. A much needed break of throw.
15 flag Daryl to throw first. Game on.
Throwing with much more freedom from 9-3. He won't really be thinking about the comeback until it's probably 9-7, 9-8ish.
60.
Well, he said it was a bit of a requirement if he's going to somehow find a way of turning this round, that he has to go to the break, which comes at the end of this leg. 9-6 down. If he's to do that, he needs more than 60, which was his first visit.
That's it. Back in the red bit.
100.
Flirting with danger. Well, 180 is never too far away. And Peter Wright's throwing.
The snake bite fans happy as he gets maximum number 8.
60.
And one of those legs, Gurney. We all have them.
Well, the Gurney throw under massive pressure now. Peter Wright just teeing it up.
140.
A little bit of a wobble, and then Wright's back on it.
Suddenly finding that treble a little bit difficult to hit.
Yeah.
81 then for 10-5.
6 starts at it. Treble 18 for double 12. That's risky, that.
41.
Tops left.
I don't know really why he went the 57 route anyway. Should have gone for the ball. 25 on the left 56 and 16 tops. Ball would have left 31, 15 double 8.
145.
You can ask him afterwards.
He won't even remember.
Tops for Wright for 10-5. Double 10. One on the floor. No, he thought he was in. He was on his way up to pick it out. Missed the double 10, double 5 now. And we kind of knew that was going to go in. Shake of his head. And Joe can't believe that it took him 3 to get it. But he got it. And a little smile for you at home as he leaves the stage. He needs just one more now. Daryl Gurney needs something absolutely extraordinary and some sort of meltdown from Peter Wright. It doesn't look like happening because the hot favourite now for this title is leading in this semi-final by 10 legs to 5. Not got very long to go in this match now by the looks of it, because Peter Wright has the darts in his hand. He'll be the man who is throwing first in what could be the final leg of the match.
Game on.
He leads 10-5, just one more leg needed, and he'd be into the final to play Gerwyn Price.
140.
What a moment that'll be for both players. One of them's going to break their duck.
100.
Back-to-back ton 40s. Just what's required. He's looked so certain of himself up there.
Yeah, it's just controlled.
57.
Any pivotal moments he seems to be in control of. Still averaging 104. Gurney a very respectable 100 average. Oh, just dipped under now.
57.
Peter Wright beat Raymond van Barneveld earlier on in the quarter-final, if you've not been with us, and now looks as though he's heading for a semi-final victory as well. Against Barney, he averaged his second highest TV average, 110.88. Too little, too late.
Well, if it is his last throw, it's a good one.
46, double 16 for the match, double 8. Oh, Gurney has a perhaps unexpected opportunity. It's on. Double 18.
111.
Crowd would have given him a terrific ovation if he'd got that. They've warmed to the Irishman this weekend.
Making his mark, isn't he?
Very much. Double 2 now for the match. No!
Bit of winning line jitters.
36.
Just been saying how he's controlled it.
His composure has been incredible the whole match.
Gurney then for 10-6.
Sister Haley there, fingers crossed.
Double 9. He's got to get this. No.
How has that not gone in?
Double 2,
split.
Peter Wright.
You won't want to split this and go inside. Marker should just drop on it.
In we go, and Peter Wright is into the final once again. A televised final, and words of congratulations from Daryl Gurney. Peter Wright played very well at key moments, perhaps not hitting quite the levels that he did against Raymond van Barneveld, but Gurney didn't press him quite as hard as Raymond did. Peter Wright, the favourite to win here in Minehead, into the final. He's enjoying it. 3 in a row. He wants to get third time lucky and take this. It's his third final, but is he now going to win it? Gerwyn Price stands in his way, but Peter Wright has accounted for the Irishman, Daryl Gurney, 11 legs to 5.